The structure of Swiss territory before 1798, the Ancien Regime. For 3 centuries, Switzerland was made up of various separate territories, including the 13 cantons, each with a different constitutional status. Despite an appearance of democracy, most power was concentrated in the hands of rich and powerful families. This was known as the Ancien Regime. Let's take a look at this complex structure. We start with the cantons. There were 2 kinds of cantons, the rural cantons and the town cantons. In the 8 town cantons, political power rested with the influential families in the cities. The rest of the population of these cantons had no say whatsoever in politics and lived in the countryside of the respective cantons, the dependent territories or dependencies. Mainly, the population distribution between the city and the country was 20% city residents to 80% people in the countryside. In the 5 rural cantons, however, political decisions were taken in the so-called Landsgemeinde. This is a form of direct democracy. During a popular assembly in the town square, decisions were taken by a show of hands. This had been practiced since the 13th century. Another possibility to be part of the Ancien Regime was to be a resident in the territories under joint rule, the so-called condominiums. These territories were conquered by the cantons in a joint effort and consequently administered by each of the conquering cantons in turn in successive periods. So, for example, the cantons of central Switzerland conquered vast parts of today's Ticino together. So in one year, Uri would administer these territories, followed by Schwyz in the next year, and so on and so forth. It's clear that the people in the condominiums had no say in politics whatsoever. Then, Switzerland in the Ancien Regime comprised yet another kind of member, the allies or allied cantons. These territories were politically organized like the town cantons. The political power rested with influential families in the cities. Some of these allies had links with only a few cantons, not with all of them. Like the town cantons, the allied cantons had dependencies, the residents of which had no say in politics whatsoever. This shows the complexity and fragility of the structure of Switzerland before 1798, during the Ancien Regime.